You know that beeping we hear down the street every day? When your dog freaks out? When you're going about your day and you realize you're out of toilet paper or hand soap? Maybe you forgot to purchase a gift, car parts and you won, computers, food, medicine, clothes, and most famously, books. If you haven't guessed what I'm talking about, it's Amazon. More specifically, the click. Yo, it's March 8th. It is freezing in the Midwest. Welcome to the Jay Rooney Show. When any of those situations I just mentioned come up, what do? We pull out our phone and click. Or we already have our computers open and Amazon is just one click away. How convenient. So convenient that it only takes a minute if you know what you're looking for, and it's going to show up on your doorstep within a couple days. I too use Amazon a lot without thinking about all the small businesses I could be hurting and have hurt over time. The working conditions we so famously hear about, how Amazon warehouse workers are tracked every step they take, they're pushed to do more and more. I've been trying to consume less overall myself, but I still use Amazon a lot. And I found some interesting statistics per Google. As of 2021, Amazon had over 200 million Prime subscribers, and 147 million of them are based in the United States. Amazon Prime Video counted more than 175 million unique viewers last year. Amazon sells a total of 75,138,297 products as of March 21. So, in other words, there are more than 75 million products being sold on Amazon. They ship 1.6 million orders per day. That works out to around 66,000 per hour and 18.5 orders per second. Again, that's according to Google. 63% of sellers achieve profitability within 1 year of launching their business on Amazon. 25% of sellers within 2 or fewer years in business on Amazon are earning over 100,000 in annual e-commerce revenue. That makes me want to get down on that. And I actually did try to start a business through Amazon a couple years ago. They rejected my idea, but perhaps I should try again based off this. And maybe I should just keep trying. Something to definitely think about. The average daily click per user is 382. So people like you and I, people that use Amazon, I'd like to think I'm driving down the click per user because I try not to use Amazon every day. But damn, the average user, 382 clicks per day. Amazon pay per click cost varies greatly. So it normally ranges from zero point 0.2 cents to $3. The average per click cost, which refers to the amount a vendor spends for someone to click on their ad, is about 77 cents. One of the things I used to use Amazon for a lot was for books, and I recently just finished a book called Fulfillment Winning and Losing in the One Click America by Alex MacGillis. It's about, well, I thought it was about the one click world Amazon has created, and honestly, this book should have only taken me a week to listen to, but I had to stop so many times. It was one sad story after another. The people who work for Amazon, the lives that led them to working there. Sure, there was a lot of positives along the way, but people getting jobs that couldn't get jobs anywhere else with criminal backgrounds or whatever the case is. In addition to that, all the communities they moved into, they practically destroyed. It was about how Amazon came into a community and disrupted everything and everyone who lived in it. It was about wherever Amazon decided to build, it lowered the quality of life in that area for those living near the warehouse. All the injuries and even death of Amazon employees, and how it basically gets no publicity. I thought this book was going to be about how easy it is to click away and purchase whatever we need. How it's always right there in your hand, on your phone. How much we use them during the pandemic, workers trying to unionize and ultimately voting against it. I thought it was going to be about the impact it's had on small and large businesses across the country, how it's built an empire, how much they've grown, how much money Amazon has made, how many people they employ. I didn't walk away with any of that. I felt like it was all over the place and just straight up sad. See, I had a shipping and freight job when I was 19 through 20, and it's really hard work. You have to hustle. The warehouses get super hot and super cold depending on the season, and you just got to work through it. You're expected to always be accurate, of course. Otherwise, the wrong customers get the wrong products, and that's a big deal. You're expected to work long hours, weekends. It's a grind, no doubt. and then the suits will come down and walk around while you're running around like crazy, sweating with dust covered all over you from the boxes, just putting more and more pressure on you to push out those products and get them out the door. And this wasn't even Amazon, so I get it, and maybe that's why I felt for these people. This book wasn't about anything but Amazon's success or the one click world we live in, more so about the haves and have nots. It's more about the growing divide between the wealthy and the poor, disparities, regional inequalities, the left behind cities and towns, and all the stories that go into those places. It's about how wealthy Seattle's become because of Amazon, what it did for the cardboard industry. It's about how the labor force is seasonal and not paid very well, and how they still voted against unification. Working in the warehouse is something people don't do for a long time. They don't care to have a voice. It's young people in and out, or adults who can't find work anywhere else. The turnover at Amazon's warehouses is crazy. It's 1 year or less for everyone who walks through that door. They work you like crazy, and if you do decide to stay, they might end up just letting you go anyways because they don't want to have to give you a raise. I'm going to continue to use Amazon when it makes sense, but after listening to what was a pile of sad stories due to Amazon, I have no doubt I'll be thinking twice before clicking, or at least for a little while. I will try to keep this, on the top of my mind. But we get so busy, I still don't get how people work out, eat healthy, work 10 plus hours a day. Or maybe that's just me. I've been going on a lot of dates recently, and I've noticed I work a lot more than a lot of the women that that I'm meeting, and a lot of them have equal to, if not better, jobs. It's getting me thinking. Anyways, I don't want to digress too much into that. I think I'm working really, really hard here comparatively, but maybe it's just random. Anyways, how do you keep a clean living space, a clean car, and take your care of your kids and your pets? I don't even have kids, and I don't get it. How do we maintain healthy relationships, pursue hobbies, work in the garden, entertainment, and still find that balance in alone time, time to meditate, in the silence of the world, and all those really important things that we need to achieve balance in our life. Amazon is a crucial service for many of us. Time is so valuable, especially those of us who can't afford to have people do things for us. Saving time, the wear and tear on our car, going to the store, the hassle of the red lights, and the long store lines. But maybe those moments of staying in line were more important than we thought. And this really got me thinking when I was planning this show and thinking about this book and thinking about kind of Amazon and putting that all together. You know, maybe when we're standing in line with someone, that's when two people who would otherwise never communicate share pleasantries. And I know there's a whole other issue that you're probably already thinking, which is social media and how nobody socializes in those moments anymore. They just stare at their phone while waiting and avoiding eye contact. And yes, that's true, but the more we engage with others, the better we'll all be. So put those phones away. Don't be shy. Humanity depends on it. And it depends on us reminding each other every day that people are good and kind. We're not bad or evil like the mainstream media wants us to believe. So next time you go out in public, and I actually tried doing this at the grocery store the other day, and only like two people made eye contact with me and said hi back. But I made a purpose of trying to make eye contact with everyone I came relatively close to or walked by, or I said hi to if we basically brush shoulders or something like that. And it was really awkward. I couldn't help but notice though nobody had their masks on anymore, and I'm sure that was contributing to the awkwardness and people kind of feeling out another new social norm or situation because hopefully moving forward the masks will be a thing of the past, which was great. I was so glad to walk in there and see nobody had masks on, but it was super socially awkward. So let's all do our part, and let's all, when we go out in public, let's just be cordial with one another and just be pleasant and simply just say hi. We don't have to say anything beyond that, just say hi. And now that the mandates seem to be coming to an end, and without wondering why, midterms, if you live near a private business that survived the pandemic, as we start getting back out more and more, let's try to support those people more than ever. I listened to a couple of interviews with this Alex MacGillis, the author, and this is actually what he wanted for the book. He said he wanted to write about disparities, regional inequalities, and the left behind cities and towns in America. And when he was setting up the book, he thought that Amazon was the best way to show this story. So I felt like the title was a little misleading. Go check it out if you want. I would give it like a 2 out of 5 stars. So if you're bored, check it out. Once again, it's called Fulfillment, Winning and Losing in One Click America by Alex MacGillis. Don't say I didn't warn you, but if you're interested in learning about the working conditions and the type of people Amazon brings in, then this book is for you. Thanks for stopping by the Jay Rooney Show. Have a great day, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe on Rumble and YouTube. Hit all the likes. Please share with your friends and family. Please try to help me grow this channel. I'm really dependent on you. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Jay Rooney Show.